What is up, everyone? Welcome to week 13 of the CRL3 season. We got 8 amazing matchups for you guys today. We're going to get right into these things with Lane versus Peyton, two teams at the bottom of their rankings right now, looking to go on. Well, actually, Peyton can't go on. What the heck? He already gets a point. Anyways, looks like Peyton's going to score that one there, but Peyton's already eliminated, so, best thing he can do here is beat Lane, and that's all he's going to do for the day. This is one of the last weeks we're going to be seeding Peyton, as he is the first team to be eliminated, so, yeah, Lane's going to score another point there. Luckily, it was not as early as that first Peyton point there, but we got Bubble versus Manta going down here. Lane is in lane 2, by the way, and Peyton is in lane 4. So Lane's going to score another point here, and he has a chance to end it really quickly right here and give himself another chance at making playoffs. The Northeast division has just been so good, and I don't know. It's been very competitive. So Lane's going to get a win here. Good for him. Sorry, Peyton, but you're not going to get over anyone this time. So we got Grant versus Brendan now. Now, Grant is in a fierce battle with Landon, Ermine, and Braden all fighting for just 2 playoff spots. Well, I guess technically 3, but Kian is phenomenally ahead, and Caleb has already claimed one of those spots. So 3 spots that they're fighting over. So this win would be crucial for Grant here. And this might be just one of the last games for Brendan to keep up, because he might not be able to keep up with Ben and Alex in his division. He's competing with Isaac, Luke, Drew, Lane, Ben, and Alex, and that's about 7 people competing for spots when there's only 4 available. So Grant's going to sweep Brendan right there. Good for him. On to the next one. We're going to have Alex versus Caleb here. Now, this is a pretty interesting matchup. If I'm anyone from the East, I would really want Caleb to win this. Caleb's already clinched playoffs, so, it doesn't matter what happens. The only effect could happen if Alex beats Caleb here. Rex is going to win, though, so, yeah. Next up is going to be Clockwork versus Falcon. Now, if you'll notice, Falcon's actually one of the slower cars on Caleb's team, so it's an interesting strategy here where he takes one of his slowest cars and pits it up against Alex's fastest car. Seems like he's targeting Alex's slower cars in order to get ahead here by switching his lineup and manipulating it to beat there. We see True Blue. This is probably Caleb's fastest car here. Good MVP candidate going up against Alex's slowest car, Fiat, which basically guarantees him that second point there. So Caleb is looking to end things right here with Blitz and Cosmic Coupe. We'll see if he figured things out. Looks like he predicted correctly. Cosmic Coupe is faster than Blitz. It's all just a game of predictions. Looking at stats-wise, Caleb has swapped his lineup the most out of everyone. He swaps it almost every week, so that's interesting. But Caleb is going to win over Alex. Next up, we got Luke versus Ermine. Both teams are in the middle of the pack looking for a win here to keep things alive. We got Shark versus Han Solo. Luke in lane 2 and Ermine in lane 4. Shark's just going to stumble a little bit, and Ermine's going to score the first point there. So here goes Mock versus Senator, and Mock's going to catch up there to tie things up for Luke. Luke really needs a win here. He needs his next 4 matchups are relatively easy, and he controls his own destiny here. His last 2 matchups are 2 divisional rivals, Drew and Isaac, and are the only 2 teams ahead of him and stopping him from making playoffs this season. Obviously, if you get into things, you also have Alex and Ben, those important factors, but he can't win the Southeast Division, so he's going to need a win here, and Mako's going to score that last point for Luke. So this is good for Luke. He needs to keep things going. If he wins out, he will make playoffs, and that will be for the first time in CRL history. He went 4-3 in the first season, missed playoffs in a 3-team shootout, and then I forget what he went last season, but he just didn't make the playoffs after a crippling Week 15 loss to Lane. But next up, we got Colin versus Drew. Drew's going to score the first point here with Mike Wazowski against Black Yoshi. Drew is in lane 4, and Colin is in lane 2. We got Red Force versus Bottleneck here. Red Force is a kind of slow car, but doesn't get the job done. I mean, I still don't get how cars can have such similar models and have such a difference in speed. I mean, Ace and Nuke are relatively fast cars, similar models. I mean, Pop and Fizz are relatively same models, but Red Force and Neon are just, they're so different. Could be different wheel design, could be just different mechanics, but Drew is going to lay down with a sweep against Colin. And, yeah, so that's another win for Drew, which is not the worst for Luke, but if I was Luke, I'd rather have Colin win. Next up, we got a divisional matchup here. We got Landon versus Keem. Landon is competing with a lot of people for a spot here. Obviously, Ermine and Braden. I mean, Braden's supposed to go up, but Ermine lost, so that clears way for a spot here. But, I mean, Kean is leading the division right now, and, I mean, it looks like Landon's going to score that first point. And what the? Oh, my gosh. Ace appeared to stumble, fall off the track, grind across the rail, and then re-rail himself in the same lane. Obviously not quick enough to score that point there. Landon in lane 2, Kean in lane 4. And Robot's going to score a point there, but obviously Ace was not able to score that point for Landon here. If Ace was able to stay on the track, this matchup would have been over. We got Blue Bull versus Lackadoo here. Let's see what happens here. Kean is good at these comebacks. I mean, his last 2 cars are his fastest, so matchup's basically over right now because Emu, one of the fastest cars in the league, I think he was like almost number 1 ranked. So we got Stinger versus Emu. This is Kean's fastest car, and it's honestly strategical that he shows up this late in the order. You just don't expect it. Most people don't put their fastest car at the end, but Kean does. So Kean's going to snag a win from Landon. That is unfortunate, but fortunately for him, Ermine lost. He's just going to have to hope that Braden loses, but we're not going to see that for a little bit. We got Ben Cressman versus Isaac Krupko. 2 very good teams. Both teams were leading their divisions for a little bit, but I think they're both sitting at 2. So Ben Cressman is in lane 2, Isaac is in lane 4. Isaac will score the first point there with a Magnum win over Koopa Trooper. We got Bowser versus Toad here. Isaac's team is very strong overall. Ben Cressman's team is a mystery, honestly. There's just no real way to counter. I mean, we saw that he bested Caleb, gave him his only loss of the season. Obviously, it was a special track, but still, it's impressive to upset a team that is so good. But let's see if he can mess up Isaac here, and he comes back with Luigi. I mean, it's just they're all so good all around. You don't know how to counter these Mario Kart cars because they can either be really good, but like they're never really bad. So, you know, I was gonna say really good or really bad, but Blue Shy Guy is gonna score a point for Ben Cressman there. Tying things up here, we're gonna have Diddy Kong versus Falcon, versus Eagle, which is Falcon's brother. But this is very unfortunate for Isaac because Falcon is Isaac's slowest car, and Ben Cressman is going to defeat Isaac. So yeah, once again, these Mario Kart characters. I mean, this is a solid strategy. This could help him go far in the postseason. I mean, I wouldn't be surprised if Ben Cressman shows up in the playoffs. I mean, he showed up last season, didn't stay for long, obviously. First round exit against, I believe, Lane Lehman. We got Ben Roth versus Braden here. It's our last matchup of the night. So we got Drift versus Blaze 2.0. And oh my gosh, Drift is going to score the first point. Who would have expected that? I mean, if Ben Roth wants to pull off a sweep, his 3 first cars are the only way he's going to deliver a sweep, because normally he fails with his first, but then the 2 succeed, but then Ant and Jetstream seem to sell the order here. But right now, we might see a Ben Roth sweep here, because Neon and Vampira are very fast cars, and Vampira does not let up, and Vampira is going to beat Double Shot, and Ben Roth is going to sweep Braden. So if you're landing, good news for you. You are still in the running, and I believe there is still room. I mean, Grant's going to be up, but you're still fighting over 2 spots. So, yeah, here are the rankings now. We got everyone who won, everyone who lost. Here's all the wins and losses. No one has clinched playoffs yet. I believe next week we will probably start seeing that soon. But thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you next time.